Hi YouTube, Daisy here. I'm so sorry that it's been so long since I put a video up. I have been crazy busy. I'm getting ready to open up my new business and getting the kids in school. Well, not in school. I just switched my son over schools. But I have two kids, in case you didn't know. Yeah, I know. But, so, it's been crazy busy trying to get ready for everything. Got a new truck. Had to go play with it in the mud, you know, 4x4, get mud everywhere. It's just not life without a good 4x4. Sadly, yes, I had to sacrifice the Mustang in order to get the 4x4, but all things considered, a 4x4 is way better than a Mustang anyways. So, I have a new review on the e-Vic. I know it's been out for a little bit, and I know that I've seen a few review videos on it. I wanted to do my own little take on it for you guys, and it's a two-piece deal. The battery, it's JoyTech, by the way. The battery comes off, and it's one piece, I think. Pretty sure. No, I'm wrong. Haha. I haven't had to take the battery out to check it or to like fix it or whatever, so I didn't. Sorry. Anyway, so you take the bottom little screwy piece off, and out comes this cute little battery. Now you can get the longer one. This is a 2200 mAh. I asked for the 2200 mAh because the 2400 is just. I had a 2400 with the 2400 mAh that I reviewed. And it feels like I got a bong around my neck, honestly. So I like the little short ones, little short batteries. Anyways, but you put the battery back on, and if you grab this silver, never mind. There's something wrong with my brain today. It's two pieces, and this is the control unit, and it lights up. So you have your battery, how much battery you have left, how many puffs you've taken, how many puffs are left, and what volts you're running. And it goes, there's a lot of settings on this thing. It's got a freaking calendar, it's got a clock, it's got how many watts you're putting, yeah, right, watts, yeah. How many watts you're using, how many volts you want to use. You can limit it to how many puffs you want to take in a day, or you can just keep track of how many puffs you take in a day. Hit it 4 times, and you get this little menu thing here. You sleep, power off, and power set. Whoops. The power set, like if you have the short and the long batteries, if you click on the power, select the power set, you can tell it whether or not you have, there's the battery setting. So if you go into battery, and I'm clicking the button that you hit to take a puff when I do this. So you have your 2200 and 2600 mAh, but I have the 2200, whoops. And I'm twisting this little silver thing to go up and down. So I want power set, click the button, battery. I have a 2200 mAh battery, so that's the one I'm going to pick. And then output, I have it on 5.2 watts. It goes, that's the highest it goes, I think. Whoops, output. I don't understand, there it goes. Okay, 5.4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How did I get it to do that last time? Daisy's having a brain fart. Well, it goes all the way down to 3. So you can do that. And then you click on exit. And then you can put it in standby mode, which just means that you want it to not use so much battery until you want to take puffs again. You can select the calendar. and you can select show time, and it will show you the time and the date and what day it is. Why? I'm not entirely sure why your eSmoke needs to tell you the day, since most likely if you have this piece of equipment you also have a smartphone. Cycle down to exit, and then puff info. You have where it says set puff, you can set how many puffs you want it to allow you to take. You can reset how many puffs you have taken total. You can look at how many puffs you have taken during the time that you have had this piece of technology. So far I am at 1,938, but I did reset that like 2 or 3 days ago, I think. Yeah. And you have your device info. This will tell you what type of atomizer you are, what ohm atomizer you currently have hooked up. No atomizer found. Okay. We'll check that in a second. It tells you what temperature. Well, please insert atomizer. User info. Nothing. Series number. This will give you your serial number for the device. For when you go to JoyTech.com and go to update your operating system of your eSmoke. Yeah. What else we got? Oh yeah, and then exit. So you just hit it once, and then it's not liking me right now. Uh-oh. Dang it. The only thing I have found that I do not like about this is that, at least with this particular piece, it likes to take away my atomizer piece, bottom piece. See if I can make this work. It gives you a timer for how long your drags are. And if you want to up how many volts you have, you just click the button once to light it up, and then you hit this, and you can take it up wherever you want it. Let's try it again. This thing freaking rules! Sorry, I've been trying. Normally in my videos I'm like, off the wall! And my husband said that maybe I might try containing that excitement for a few minutes while I explained the technology in a calm, matter-of-fact way. But this thing freaking rules, okay? This thing is awesome. Okay, when I reviewed the mini, or not the VV Nova setup, that looks a lot like this piece, I had issues with hearing it really. If you remember right, I had this really high-pitched thing happening when I take a drag, and like my head feel bad, and my battery drain on it just sitting there went just as quickly as if I were using it. So I wasn't overly impressed with that, but I had never had a piece like that before. It was new, it was exciting. I actually still use it sometimes, and when everything else is dead. But then I found this, the eVic, JoyTech E-Vic, and I forgot to mention the most awesomest reason why I love this thing. And yes, I know it's kind of a precursor. Okay, she's only going to really love it if it's pass-through. And guess what? This is a pass-through. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is a pass-through. What? It's hidden. We rearranged the house. I rearranged the house, and I couldn't find my webcam. But I had to get this video up for you guys. So that's why the video quality kind of sucks. Okay, but anyways, so my computer just went to sleep. Okay, there we are. So, there's this little hidden, you can't, right there? Oh, there it is. Okay, you see that little cutout deal thingy? Okay, that pops up. You just grab it, pop it up, move it to the side. It's got a little rubber arm thingy that kind of does like a whiplash, whoosh, you know, if you don't hold on to it right. But it's got, let's see, where are we? There we are. It's got, can't see it. Okay, well, anyways, there's a little, oh, there it is. There's a little charging port there. It uses the same charging port as my HTC One X. Yay! So when my phone's not charging, I can charge my e-cig. And it takes, with my HTC charger, it takes like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours if I run it really, really low, to charge up completely from, like, I get it down to like 13% left of the battery, and it takes about an hour and a half to charge it back up. Now, I am a heavy vapor, so I get see, I'm usually awake for like 16 to 17 hours a day. I get probably 13 or 14 hours out of the little battery. Out of the longer battery, you're looking at 24 plus hours. Like all day when you're awake. So you just charge it at night like you do your phone. I know a lot of people complain about their phones. Like, one thing that everyone hated in the reviews about the HTC One X is that they had to charge it every night. Really? You're bitching because you have to do something while you're sleeping. Why? Why does it? I don't know. I don't know. I love my One X. I'm in love with my One X. It is the most wonderfulest phone ever. Sorry, I had to get the little shameless plug out there because I freaking love my phone. Anyways, but this thing is awesome. I have not had any issues with it, and I did the battery drain test. I let this thing sit for 4 days. I charged it up completely, and I unplugged it. I took my atomizer off of it, and I set it on the counter for 4 days. Guess what? I come back to it 100% still charged, and still get a whole day of vaping off of this thing. I'm freaking in love. I am in love. Now, obviously, I still love my Kanger batteries because they are awesome and pretty, but this thing is really cool. You take a USB cord, you plug it into your computer. You go to JoyTech.com, click on the support, and find your device. You can update the operating system. Not really sure what that does for you. I have not done it. I've kind of been a little afraid to do it. Because if this thing starts talking to me, I'm just going to freak out. Okay? Apparently, from what I can gather on the reviews and other people that have done it, it will give you some minute changes, maybe give you a new feature, maybe change the operating system to where it doesn't use as much battery. One thing that bugs me about this, the one thing that stands out that bugs the crap out of me, and I've tried changing like how often it goes into standby mode. I have it set for 5 minutes because I normally puff in between 5 minutes, but if you want to turn it back on from standby mode, I haven't got it down to how many clicks it takes. Sometimes it's 4, sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's 7, sometimes it's only 3. I don't know. I've even tried holding the button down. I have not got it down to an exact science yet. But you have to click it a couple of times and then okay, that was a crappy one. Much better. Black cherry. I love it. The atomizer that I'm using for this review, by the way, is an MTBCC. It comes apart, as you so wonderfully saw earlier, because it likes to not give me back my bottom piece. The heads are, this is not part of the battery, okay? This is part of my atomizer, but the e-Vic apparently likes it a lot and wants to snuggle it consistently all the time. But these are changeable. I have the 1.8 in here. That's really all I use is the 1.8s. I don't care for the 2.4s or the 2.8s because I know that the nicotine level has almost everything to do with your throat hit, but I beg to differ. I have experienced this. I have tested it several times. Yes, nicotine level does dictate a lot of your throat hit, but you can have a 36 milligram liquid in your 2.8 atomizer and you will not get the same throat hit as you do out of a 1.8. I've tested it. I'm absolutely sure of it. I know this for a fact. So I use the 1.8s because I want to feel like someone's punching me in the throat every time I take a puff. So, that being said, this thing freaking rocks. This is the e-Vic, and it's amazing. The only issue that I have with it is a personal one, and that's a little clicky thing to wake it up. Whoops. No, don't go to sleep. No. Exit. Okay. So that's just a personal thing. I have not had any technical issues with it. No performance issues. Nothing. Nothing, absolutely nothing. There's no high-pitched squeaky, brain-jarring, skull-ripping sounds. And it powers everything. It will take your 510 pieces. It will take your over-the-outside pieces, like this one is. It will power anything that you put on it. It is completely customizable, you can customize the wattage, you can customize the output for how many volts you're using. You can put any atomizer you want on it, if you know, reasonably speaking. And you can put custom mods on it. You can do whatever you want. Now, I do have to warn you, this isn't a $20 or $30 battery. With everything that's been put into it, with everything that it does, with everything that you can control, it is justifiably and understandably a $100 piece. Not everyone can afford to go grab a $100 piece just on a whim. Oh, okay, well, I'm just going to go grab it. But I promise you, I absolutely promise you, I've had this thing for a month now. I wanted to put it through its paces before I gave it to you guys. You guys know that about me. I don't just try something for a few minutes and then do a review on it because I do honest, I do objective, I do, what you guys are really wanting to know. You guys look for a review because you want to know what someone has experienced with it. You want to know, okay, well, it's great for the first couple of days, but how is it after a couple of weeks? You don't want to go blow your money on something because all the reviews are great, but the problem is no one did a long-term review, no one did a this is what I didn't like about it type review after several weeks. So that's what I try and do for you guys. That's why it's so long in between each of my videos, and yeah, but I think it's worth it. I don't put videos up every week. I put videos up once a month, a couple of times a month, because I want you guys to know that I am actually honestly trying to give you guys this information for real. So, yeah, it might be a little while before you guys see my beautiful face again, but I will be diligently reviewing yet another piece. I don't know what that piece is yet. I'm hoping that it'll be the E-roll. And There's a couple of Atomizers that I want to check out. Oh, my battery went. Oh, that's not my battery. My screen likes to go to sleep on me. But I will be back with yet another review. If you guys have any questions, comments, any how-tos, any, you know, whatever, anything not personal, let me know. Put your questions down below. And as always, be nice, be appropriate, don't ask perverted questions because I'm sorry, but I'll delete them. And yeah, that's all I can think of. So, I will see you later, YouTube land. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. You guys are totally awesome. I get emails all the time saying that I have a new subscriber, and it totally makes my day. Like, just makes me all, like, kinds of happy. Like, oh, I have new people to talk to. You know, not that my same people that have been loyal for a while aren't awesome. I love talking to you guys. I just love adding new people to the group. So, again, any questions or comments, leave them below, and I shall see y'all later. Happy vaping, guys.